What is up, guys? Your boy TVC, and right now I got amazing and fantastic news regarding Super Smash Bros. Wii U. According to this rumor here, PDP and Nintendo joined forces to create a GameCube-like classic controller for Wii U set to release this summer holiday. Basically, the summer's video, well, for people who aren't really that tech-savvy, there's going to be a controller made specifically for Super Smash Bros. Wii U that's pretty much structured to be like the GameCube controller. Now, this is fantastic news for a lot of people out there, and personally for me, it's not really, because I adapted towards the classic controller anyway. But to a lot of people who basically love the GameCube controller, and there's a lot of people out there who say the GameCube controller is one of the best controllers ever made, it's very reminiscent to one of my favorite controllers of all time. Is the Super Nintendo 64 controller has to really take the cake for best controller for me personally. Like I said, this is fantastic news for people out there. You know, a lot of people are actually getting concerned for tournament play and stuff like that. Will they have to take their controllers with them to, take their game tablets with them, or their Wiimotes with them to, to tournaments? Will they have to actually adapt to things like that instead of just being hardcore and having the GameCube controller? If you don't know, the GameCube controller is hardcore. That thing's taken a lot of damage over the years. I've seen a lot of people in tournaments throw that GameCube controller way across the floor, and that thing got up and looked at the person, and it was still completely non-damaged. Of course, it had scratches on it, etc. But for somebody like my cousin, who me and him, we used to constantly play Melee, recently he has adapted to that controller. When he used to come over a few times, he would basically bring the controller over with him. So this is great to have a sort of GameCube controller being used on the Wii U. I'm glad Nintendo has went back to address that, because I've always been kind of worried about that. It is said to release around this winter. I'm not entirely sure it's 100% true or not. I mean, articles wouldn't be popping up. I wouldn't be sitting on video game related sites if it wasn't true, but I got a feeling it's probably be. They said it's gonna have some Mario, Peach, Luigi, or Yoshi sort of designs on them. I don't know why they picked those characters out of everyone, and it's made specifically for Smash Brothers. But hey, it's whatever. I'm glad they're making something, and it's gonna be $25. This article continues, 25 to 24 bucks, which is great. That's a great price considering. But I just want to know, is it gonna be as durable as the GameCube controller? That's kind of got me one thing, Nintendo's helping them make it. I've seen companies help other companies make controllers. They're just not as durable as the original ones, but we don't know. I'm not gonna knock it. I'm just glad we have some good controllers coming in instead of us bringing our game pads and our Wiimotes everywhere with us. Well, the controller, apparently you might need a Wiimote, but it will basically be like an extension. Or you can basically trick the Wiimote into making it think there's a classic controller of some sort in there. There's actually something you can go on Amazon and buy that's very similar to that. But I would prefer, I myself would prefer to get a GameCube controller, a license, instead of just getting some third-party sort of thing. But hey, it's whatever. Like I said, we got one coming out, and that's a blessing. Later, guys, God bless, peace, and thanks for watching. Later, the Banana Nation.